Welcome to our lecture online. In this video, we're going to explain what mutual inductance is. In order to have mutual inductance, we must have two circuits, and in each circuit, a coil, and the two circuits must be close enough such that the flux of the first coil will cut through the coils of the second coil. Now, what's also necessary is that the first circuit has what we call a voltage or current source, where the current through the first coil will change over time. In order to have mutual inductance, we must have a changing current in the first coil such that the flux going through the coils of the first coil and also through the coils of the second coil change. And it's that change of the flux in the second coil caused by the change in current in the first circuit that causes that mutual inductance. So let's read some of the definitions we have on the board. First of all, mutual inductance is the ability of one inductor to induce a voltage in another inductor placed nearby in another circuit. So the voltage across the second inductor is due to the mutual inductance between the first and the second circuit, between the two coils. Furthermore, the voltage can only be induced, so now we can only have an induced voltage in the second circuit if, and that's a big if, oh, I have two ifs there, I only need one if the flux of the first inductor that cuts through the coils of the second inductor changes. Either it increases or decreases. So as the flux increases because of the first coil and the flux cuts through the coils of the second coil or second inductor, if that flux increases or decreases, that's when a voltage is induced, V2, in the second coil due to the change in the flux caused by the first coil. Next, if the flux increases, the polarity of induced voltage in the second coil will be in one direction, and if the flux decreases, the polarity of the induced voltage will be in the opposite direction, which means that the induced voltage in the second coil, the polarity that will depend upon whether or not the flux is increasing or decreasing. The polarity will switch between when the flux through the coil is increasing or the flux through the second coil is decreasing. And finally, the magnitude of the induced voltage, so how big that induced voltage is, the magnitude of that voltage in the second coil is proportional to the rate of change of the flux through the coils of the second inductor, which is caused by the change of the current through the first coil. So what we're saying here is that the magnitude of the induced voltage depends upon how fast the flux is changing through that second coil. The induced flux, or I should say the flux of the first coil cutting through the coils of the second inductor here, if it's changing fast, the induced voltage will be big. If it changes slowly, the induced voltage will be small. And here are the equations. The magnitude of the voltage across the second inductor is equal to the mutual inductance between the two times the rate of change of the current in the first circuit with respect to time. And so the mutual inductance, M21, basically, the inductance on 2 caused by 1, which by the way is the same as the inductance of 1 caused by 2, it goes both directions, that is equal to N2, and now of course here I need to be careful when I say that because let me go ahead and redo this. Let me get rid of this because we'll explain the mutual inductance equality later, but we can say that the mutual inductance on coil 2, because of the flux from coil 1, is equal to the number of coils or the number of turns in the second inductor times the rate of change of the flux through that coil. That's the flux from 1 that cuts through 2 as with respect to the change in the current. So how do we describe that induced voltage in the second coil mathematically? And so what that means is that the voltage across, or the magnitude of voltage in the second coil is equal to the mutual inductance between the two coils, or the mutual inductance on coil 2 caused by coil 1, times the rate of change of the current in the first circuit with respect to time. So we take how fast the current is changing in the first circuit and we multiply that times the mutual inductance. And the mutual inductance from 2 to 1 is defined as the number of turns in the second coil times the rate of change of the flux in the second coil caused by the first coil with respect to the changing current. So now notice that if I then replace M21 with this, then we have di dt times the flux di, the di is disappear, and it's basically the rate of change of the flux with respect to time times the number of coils or the number of turns in the second inductor. So that's what we mean by mutual inductance. It is the induced voltage of the second coil or the second inductor due to the rate of change of the flux caused by the first inductor, which of course is caused by the change in current in the first circuit. And that is how mutual inductance is defined.